Hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing today? Hope we're all doing well.
Tentacles for the win!
Oh, I just had to go over and oh no, it said Wasp redeemed it, but it didn't say over on the side. Okay, whatever. It'd be weird. It'd be weird. Okay, so today we're gonna be checking out a few demos that didn't quite fit in with the horror demo day that I did the other day. So we're going to start out with Winterboro. I don't know if we're going to get to all of the demos I have set up today, but I have a few planned. But the first one we are going to check out is Winterboro. You got a nugget. You got a chicken nuggy. There's no game audio or anything going right now, so you'd only hear me. Okay. The description for Winterboro is a cozy woodland survival game about a mouse returning home to restore their childhood burrow. Explore, gather resources, craft, knit warm sweaters, bake pies, and meet the locals. And it just sounds adorable. So we are gonna check it out first. Okay, we are gonna do the burrow is mother and father's dream home. You're probably gonna head out here shortly, have mild fever. The kids are gonna want to play in the pool. A place where everybody could stay warm and safe.
Warm and safe? It's summer.
Aunt Petunia knew much more about wilderness survival than she ever got to teach me. It didn't last. The wilderness seemed to worry my parents. The promise of the sprawling city didn't disappoint at first. The only jobs were in the mines, and they were hard on my parents. Those were some very armored mice. Just oof. They almost earned enough for the tickets back home before they passed. I sold everything, packed my bags, and left for my true home. The old burrow, now barely recognizable. Why hasn't Aunt Petunia kept it in shape? Is Aunt Petunia still there?
gone.
New quest. First things, improve the fireplace. I love the art style. This is so stinking cute. Improve? The home's old fireplace, its flame now extinguished. By time, looking at it, you can hear the echoes of your parents' voices in your head. With a few twigs, you should be able to light it up and warm yourself a little. You've discovered something new. Visit the designated workstation to gain further insight. Is this a bed? Wait, it's a bed. Storage. Okay, just to make sure, Shorty, you can hear me, right? It's not that I'm having issues, correct? Okay, I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't that I was having issues and stuff. And I should probably move myself. 'Cause I am currently over stuff. Let's put me here for the time being. You would have yelled at me? Okay, fair enough. Start woodworking. Okay, I need twigs, stone, and bamboo? I think that's bamboo. Okay, what are you is what I want to know. I leave little footprints!
You just saw that?
Yes. I was looking at other stuff. I leave little footy prints! Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this game. This game is, like, amazing. Top tier. It's got gorgeous art style. I absolutely love the art style. And then it leaves little footprints! Ah! Here we go! Maybe a little bit. Okay. Warm back up. Warm back up by the fire. Get nice and toasty. Oh, nice and toasty. Craft that. Unique item obtained. As the cold winter intensified, many woodworkers found it to be equally adept at felling trees and foes. Improve the... Okay, I need logs. I need loggers. And more sticks. Oh, there we go.
Can you pull your footprints back to the house?
Is that enough? I need more steaks. Okay, why are we having issues? It did not work for Kin. I don't know why. I refreshed. The sound alerts are being buggy, it seems.
It's okay, I also just got 400 points all out of nowhere. I think what's happening is Twitch is having issues.
Let's see if I... Can I do it? That one I can see. That one's fine. It's just, why are we having issues? Yes, I have the website up. Give us a moment. We're going to try and see if we can figure out what's going on. Okay, I'm just gonna say we're not gonna have sound alerts today because I don't know what's going on.
And I don't really feel like having you research your whole string.
No. You think it could just be down? I mean, I could see it.
I mean, Twitch is heavily buffering for me. I mean, you're not having screen drops, frame drops there. So I'm thinking Twitch is being a derp.
Give me the sticks. Run our happy little butt back. You discover something new. Visit the designated workstation to gain further insights. I can make cute little clothes. Okay, no. Start knitting. Okay, how to make you? Aw, I was like hoping that maybe, oh, I could cut the grass. I could not.
You probably could decide to put that later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now we're supposed to hide in it.
Mushrooms!
Which if you don't hide it, that's terrifying.
I mean, I hide pretty well in it.
So we're just hiding from birds.
Probably. There we go, that's what I need. No, 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 I'm getting cold. Run! No! I'm getting too cold! And I just die. You fainted. Okay, good to know. Hold space to wake up in a burrow. At a burrow. Okay, there we go.
Wake up at burrow.
No, I lost all my stuff.
Welcome to Don't Starve.
Sleep until morning. But it's not don't starve, it's don't freeze.
Yeah. Well, let's know what to look for now. You know what I mean?
And my stuff's only right here, so it's not like it was far off. Start knitting. Okay, for the sweater I need 6 balls of yarn. 4, 5. Tries from a gas fiber yarn, perfect to cover your legs from the frosty winds. Cold resistance, medium dash. Okay. Okay, so I need some more. Okay, I got all nice and warm. Oh. Those gave me nothing. Okay, can't go any further that way. Hello? Greetings, friend. Quillen's the name, peddlers by trade. I haven't seen someone around here for a long time. The smoke gave you away. It would be so nice to see that old place brought back to life. I pass by this corner of the Northlands every second day, just so you know. I trade with the locals. Many wouldn't make it through the harsh winter if it wasn't for me. Oh, the stories I could tell, but they'll have to wait. Come have a look at my wares. What do you... you don't have anything I want at the moment.
River 10.
Taking the kids out, you'll let me know when you're back? Okay. Have fun. No, I see what I need right up there, but I can't get to it. Life is so hard as a tiny little mouse. Oh, hi! Is that you, dear? Oh, sorry. I thought you were my partner, Pine Sap. They are out looking for the fine white fur of the snow hare. Pine Sap should be back at any moment. That's why I got confused. Have a nice day.
Oh, it's so big. Little teeny.
Yes. Okay. I got what I needed. Back to the house. If I can find my way back. There it is. Make that cute little sweater. You discovered something new. Visit the designated workstation for further insight. Okay. Find Auntie. Can I put the sweater on? Ah, there we go. Oh.
Okay.
No? Oh, R. There we go.
It's all like adorable. Well, you can't. Your sprint is not as fast.
That's fine. But look how cute I am.
Mm-hmm.
I have some cold resistance now.
Now it's probably instead of 3 bars, probably 2 bars. I was right.
I am adorable. I'm so stinking cute. I'm a mouse on a mission. Okay, let me come warm up with you again. Oh, hi again. Yeah, still here waiting. Pine Sap will be back soon. They have the key to the pantry, so you know. We're just camping here for a few days. I hope that's alright. I love the wild, but I first really got to explore it when I met Pine Sap. Quite the adventurer. Wait. That didn't... The knitting recipe I'm trying is really confusing. It didn't fix my... I didn't warm up. Why did I not warm up? I warmed up last time I talked to them.
Whatever, time of day to fly.
I'm really hoping I can find something out here, because otherwise I'm just going to faint and I'm not going to be able to get my stuff back. Hmm? Wrong trick back. Come on, we're almost there. You can do it. If I don't get lost, I can do it. I made it.
Jeez.
With like no time to spare. All right. My next quest is just find Auntie.
Should probably make more clothes to outlast the cold.
I mean, that's easier said than done. Because I need to find more of the stuff to knit. Oh, there's a bridge. I need wood and rope. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if we can make me some pants now. Or I could make a even better sweater too. Apparently. But first, okay, that unlocks the pants. What? That's fur yarn. I just made a bunch of yarn for no reason. Gosh dang it. Five rope. Okay. Equip. I look so cute. Actually, no, I need that rope. And sleep. It's a morning. And then we go out. So I'm not entirely sure how much there is available in the demo. I know it was supposed to be about 40-ish minutes. Why can I not break up this log? So we shall see how much more we have left to do. All I know so far is that I'm absolutely loving this. It's so stinking cute.
Reflection. Go back to the puddle.
I have a reflection. Uh, 5 rope and 5 planks. Okay. Oh, it was taken from the storage too. Okay. And I should probably eat. The mushroom does like nothing for my health. Or my food. Okay, I should be able to finish making the stuff to repair the bridge now. Onward! Onward, Mighty Mouse! Oh, the little trader's not there today. Repair! Could that really be you? I hardly recognized you, nephew, towering the pebbles and pine cones. I still remember the day you all left. I tried to persuade your parents to stay, but they were right to leave. Now come inside for a cup of tea and tell me all about the city. What is it like? It was great to see you again after all this time. I tried to keep the burrow, but as the years went by, I lost hope. I'm sorry that it looks like it does. I locked up the basement. Some ox beetles kept nesting there. Here's the key. Now, hurry home before it gets dark. And that was the end of the demo. I figured it was going to be like we met the ant, and that was going to be the end. So we're sorry you can't keep playing.
That was amazing.
That was adorable. Well, that was Winter Burrow. Let me just go and snag the link for everybody. If you would like to wishlist it yourself, there you can. I absolutely loved it. The art style was just so stinking cute. Okay, up next, we are going to be playing Ribby the Game. So let me go see if there's a category for that. Ribby the Game. No. So games and demos. Games and demos. We are going to be playing Ribby the Game for next, which is an indie RPG adventure following the story of Ribby, an altruistic frog girl on a journey to get back home down a pathless road, which also has an art style that I think looks absolutely adorable. So, let us go check it out. Why is it a small screen? Full screen. Oh, blurry. Disclaimer, thank you for downloading Ribby the Game, the demo, and thank you for attending FrogCon 2022. This game is still in development, so the short demo will differ from the final game. Nonetheless, enjoy, and have a great FrogCon 2022. Okay, that tells you when this originally came out. Control, move with arrow keys, interact with Z and X. Interesting. New game? Oh, hold on. I'm on the way. Interesting music. Not hating it. Interesting, though. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let me introduce myself. I'm Rebecca, but everyone just calls me Ribby. I'm a frog. It's nice to meet you. As I'm sure you've probably noticed, this game is about, well, me. However, despite what the title implies, I don't really like being the center of attention all that much. So, I'd like to take a minute to learn about you, if you don't mind. Of course.
Oh, I don't know if I like how this is going so far.
Terrific. Alright, let's see. First things first, what do you look like, or how do you like to present? Ah! Masculine, androgynous, or feminine? I like that. Masculine. It helps if I click the right button. Actually, let's do androgynous. A masculine or androgynous. I like both.
Let's do math.
Also, I don't need the mouse, so I can move. Super cool. You look great. Super handsome. Aww. I sure do. I like the confidence. Next up, what's your name? Z. You. Z. You. So, your name is Zuzu? Yes. Yeah! Awesome. It's great to meet you, Zuzu. Okay, next up. Oh, okay. What's your favorite food? Mine's grapes. I have to type something out. Okay.
Spicy nudes. N-U-D-E-S.
No.
That took you way too long. Shit.
That's not spell cookies.
Cookies. He's freaking out.
I'll do chips like you said. Chips. You know it. That sounds delicious. You gave me a limited number of text spots. I couldn't put too much. Okay, moving right along. Of these options, what is your favorite color?
If it ain't black, it ain't right.
It ain't black, it ain't red. None of these are right. None of these are correct.
Hey, you know what? Blue and purple's a win.
She's frog, so I'm gonna go green like frog. Ooh, you like that one? Yep. Super pretty. It suits me well, don't you think? Also, would you like to use this composite filter, or do you want it turned off?
What?
Get it out of here! Keep it on recommended. Okay, I guess we're gonna go with the recommended route. All right, how's that looking? Looks cool. Sweet, I think so too.
Is her face flickering?
A little bit. Okay, one more fun one. Let's see. Okay, what's the name of someone you hold near and dear to your heart?
Oh no. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Kian.
I love you. I'm glad you put me on here. I am the concern.
Is a Kian. Oh, Kian. For sure. Wow, that's a lovely name. They sound really special. Thank you for sharing. What about you? Oh, me, who's the one doing the interview here? Anyways, I think that's pretty much wraps up everything I wanted to ask you. Thanks for doing the little interview with me. I think we've already become great friends, wouldn't you agree? I'm so looking forward to spending more time together. You know, I don't really have too many friends of my own. So thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you for downloading my game. I really hope you enjoy it. With all that out of the way, let's get into the game itself. I'll see you up ahead. Okay. The quiet wind blew cold against the dark tree trunks, filling the air with quiet rustling of leaves. A faint light in the sky shined brightly onto the flowers, and the silence was broken by a small, uncertain croak. Where am I? Seems like a really big forest. How did I get here? I don't remember a thing. Well, just sitting around won't help anything. Ruby took a deep breath. Give up and die! What?
I told you to have a feeling about this.
Stand up. With a small glimmer of hope, Ribby stood up to her feet, tightening the hood of her jacket. I guess let's get going. Use the arrow keys to move around and press Z to interact with objects. I guess let's get a move on. Okay, this is adorable. If you ever get lost, just remember the super helpful simple tip. Yes, that is the most help, game. Who keyboard smashed? Wow, thanks so much! You can open the menu with X. Pretty cool, huh? I know, right? Okay. Status, you're good! Time played, plenty. Fat stacks, dozens.
What?
What?
Friend? Are you the friend?
Wait, what? I am! Name, Zuzu. Age, height, date of birth, likes, stuff. Dislikes, bad. It's you. Ribbies considers you a friend and seems to trust you deeply.
Why is the game scat? I don't like it.
Interacting with an object is important to learn new things. Try interacting with everything. Like these trees, maybe. I don't know. What?
Is it for you to think for you? It's giving me minor horror vibes here, guys.
It's not a horror game. I promise. It's not listed as a horror game.
Just give up and die?
It's not a horror game.
Lies!
This one is tree-normous. Why did the leaves come off of only this one? I'm stumped. Enthralling, truly remarkable feat of nature. The forest is really big. I wonder which way is the exit. Yep, a Guatemalan fir. So pretty. These aren't native to here. Where did this one come from? Huh? What's this? I got a photo! You found picture number 3. Take a look at your pictures in the photo gallery. Sure? Hi? Why? You're back and you still don't hear anything. I don't know what to tell you. You would not believe what this is. Warning, cave sealed, do not enter. This sign won't stop me because I can't read. Don't tell anyone. Those eyes! This fence is too high to climb. I wonder if there's a way that I can open it. Wait, what does it say? Maybe with a switch. I'll name this one Chris. I'll name this one Ben. I'll name this one Angel. I'll name this one Liv. Hey girl, if I was a tree in this forest, would you hear me falling for you? Blushes, blushes again. I'm 12! What is this game? Oh. And the sign just disappears. I'll name this one Archie. I'll name this one Loser. That isn't nice. How about Mr. Silly? Yay, I'm glad you got it to where you can hear now. Scattered throughout the world are various collectible photos. See if you can find them all. I found picture 1. Take a look at your pictures in your photo gallery. Is it another weird one? Why? Why are they all just... This one's strange, curvy Gmo tree. Was this one made from a factory? What? Oh, factory. Haha. I've killed hundreds. What?
Drink, bitch.
And now the sounds work. Okay. Drinking, taking a big sippy. Haha, made you look. Yes. Okay, I feel like I might need to edit the volume on that one because sometimes it's really loud, sometimes it's not. And that time it wasn't. So let me go. There. I upped the volume a little bit. A hunched over old woman stands quietly gazing around the large forest. Excuse me. They're a little bat. Oh, hello there, young one. What are you doing in an unsettling place like this? I got a little lost. I don't know where I am, or how I got here, or how to get back home, and I don't know. Hey, don't worry about a thing, sweetheart. We'll get it all figured out. Every dog has its day, but let's take it slow. How about some introductions, yeah? My name's Blanche. I'm the mayor of Old Egg Town, just a bit south of here. Don't know if you heard of it. Because it's not a horror game. This is not... None of these games are horror games. These are like... These were games that didn't quite fit into the horror categories. So they're cozy games, they're mystery games, they're... not scary. Never heard of it. I don't think I've heard of that. I've never been anywhere around here before. No worries, darling. It ain't too far from here, maybe just a little bit of a hike. Not all too surprised, though. It ain't on my mini maps. In fact, it's probably the smallest town in all of Prominence Peaks. Prominence Peaks? Ah, maybe you really ain't from around here. It's the whole wide mountain range we live on. Spans over a few cities and towns. Old Egg Town, Wildberry Caves, Maya City, Sunrise Valley, to name a few. No matter where you're from, everyone's got a story on these mountains. I'm really far from my home, huh? Hey now, worrying's not gonna do you much good. It'll help you get home, but I can only go so far. These old bones ain't getting any younger. I would really appreciate that, thank you. Don't mention it, dearie. Now, let's make hay while the sun shines. Let's make, like... What? Right behind you. made a new friend. Congratulations. You can see all the friends you've made in your menu. You suddenly feel a lot safer. The tense air relaxes a little bit. Forced exit that away, points down, blushes. It's not like I like you or anything. What is with the signs? This one's clearly marked, it's territory. All of a sudden, this force doesn't seem all too bad when there's someone on my side. Thank you for helping me. For sure! But don't count your chickens before they're hatched. This place has a lot of interesting characters hanging around. If you don't mind my asking, what are you doing out here? Sometimes I need a break from the town. All my residents are lovely, but everyone in Old Egg loves to gossip like there's no tomorrow. It's always yada yada this, yada yada that. Ain't good for your mind. I come out here sometimes to get away from it all. I see. You gotta be mindful, darling. Taking care of your brain is just as important as taking care of your body. Wish more people realized that. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That's enough blabbing out of me. Let's get a move on. I figured this room has a puzzle of sorts. Seeing as I'm old and frail, this one's all you, kid. I can tell you're a smart one. Just leave it to me. Hey, great work. Let's keep going. You stood on your tippy toes to reach into the high branches. I got another photo. Is it another one of the same? It is. I want to know why. I wonder if trees have feelings. This wouldn't look great with some ornaments. Never gets old. Some more boulders. Seems like it. Put your thinking cap on, dear. Once again, your brain is deteriorating, so these puzzles... My brain is deteriorating, so these puzzles are out of my league. I'll wait over here for you. Let me know if you need to reset it. Well, first I want to go see the tree. You got a strange aroma in the leaves. Oh. Why are they all the same photo? Okay. Wait, what? Nope. I'm really bad with these type of puzzles. I'm sorry. I barely tap it and it moves over. Is this even possible? The fact that I can, like, I don't even, like, touch them and they barely, like, they'll move is annoying. Oh, I need to push this onto the thing. I thought I had to get past it. Okay, never mind. These puzzles aren't a match for us, right, Blanche? Blanche? Yeah, I'm coming. Forgive my old bones, Rib. I usually don't hike out this far. That's okay, we're almost through the forest, yeah? I think so, we're definitely getting closer. Are you kidding me with these rocks? Once again, old Blanche's will make herself useful by resetting the puzzle. Teehee. You're the cat's meow, sweetheart. Show those rocks what you're made of. You can count on me. Ain't that the truth? I love you. Okay. If I read this message, send me a... If you read this message, send a DM to Actively with the message random tree event, and I'll give you a goodie. What? Will the pain ever end? Oh, this forest just never ends, does it? Come on, Blanche, keep up. I don't know how you do it, kid. I'm not as nimble as I used to be. Do you want to rest for a second? I don't mind waiting. No. It's quite alright. Just need to catch my breath. Why don't you go on ahead? I'll catch up with you. Now this room is a little tricky. This is where most people get lost. But here's the key to remembering it. What is it? Just remember these simple words. Now listen close, you hear? They are, let's leave unless we really want to die. What? Do you understand? Let's leave unless we really want to die. Left, left. You, right. Oh, wait, left, left, up, right, down? I know it sounds a little crazy, but that's how I remember. If you want to hear them again, just let me know. Okay, left. left, up, right. How the heck you going down? What? Let's leave. So left, left, up, right, to die, down. Getting really sick of these trees. No kidding. This is a confusing forest, even I don't know where I am. Just shut up and go away. And as for what I'm doing tonight, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe this tree will tell me where to go. It won't. Left. You look between the gaps of the bench. I got another photo. Don't know where the bench over there came from. Who's gonna sit there? Left, left. Up. Right. Down. Okay. Sorry about that. I was doing left because let's leave. Unless we really want, so right, to die, down. And then it just leaves me here, and I can't go anywhere else. Like, I'm stuck in an endless loop. She just tells me to go to get the words. Let's leave, so left, left. Unless we, so up. Really want to, so right. Die. D. Down. Waiting. Welcome back, Shorty. Yes, S. I am stuck. The pool was nice. I'm glad. Goes up left. Left. Up. Right. Right. It has, well, it would only be like the capitalized ones, which would be LLURD. So left, left, up, right, down. Which isn't working. Left. Left. Up. West. 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 Down. I'm dumb. I got it. Blanche? What's up, dearie? How'd you get up here? There's more than one way to skin a cat, dearie. Never mind. Are you ready to get going? This ain't my first rodeo. Let's go. Are any of these pictures going to be different? Or are they all going to be the exact same? They're all the same. Okay. Is it over? Are we out? Seems like it. This is the edge of the forest. Once we go through here, we'll just about be to Old Egg Town. I'm ready whenever you are, darling. Or did you have anything we need to do first? Ready? Alrighty, here we go. Alright, hightail it out of here. I don't know about you, but I'm hungrier than a woodpecker with a headache. You have not missed Critter Cove yet. We have only done Winter Burrow and then this one so far. Which this is Ribby the game. It's not Critter Cove, it's Critter Collector. Is it Critter Cove? It's not Critter Cove, it's Collector's Cove. Collector's Cove? The one with the sea turtle, with the turtle boat thing. That's the one you wanted to see? Okay. I'll make sure you're here when I play that one. Oh, I'm so excited for you to meet everyone in town. It's quite a little place, but lots of livelihood. Real good people. Just remember not to get caught up in all the gossip. I'll do my best. That's the spirit, doll. You know, I think you'll fit in with everyone just fine. If you've ever lost, or confused, or scared, know that you'll always have a home with me, honey. Thank you, Blanche. I'm super glad we're become friends. Me too, darling. Now come on, we gotta get going. Maybe we can... what? What in the name of Sam Hill? What was that? That sounded like a monster. Did you hear that, Rib? Sounds like footsteps? What in the world? Hi, Skullhead. Who the freak are you? Get out of my way. Oh, I'm sorry, we were just...
I don't care.
One line voice acted, okay. Okay, we'll move, just... Shut up. Now listen here, you rascal. That's no way to talk to a lady. I should wash your mouth out with soap. Yes, wash the flaming head. I don't give a crap. You're freaking ugly. And I don't like you. Why are you so mean? Well, people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. What does that mean? You're not making sense. Just get out of my way. What's going on? Why are you so upset? And who are you? I don't have to freaking explain anything to you. My stupid parents are being stupid and won't give me any freaking money. Okay. My dad is a big fat pile of nuts. Now if you don't freaking get out of my way, I'm gonna have to teach you a lesson. Yeah, you don't want to talk big. You want to talk big, tough guy. I'd like to see you try. Old Ribby here will whoop you faster than a groundhog eats a cabbage convention. I'm glad you have confidence in me. I have no confidence. Wait. Blanche, I don't think that's the best. I'm gonna teach you a freaking lesson. Got it. Aw shucks, and this concludes the build of the demo. Thank you so much for checking out this silly little thing, and I hope you continue to follow the development of the game. If you'd like to see more updates, check out @RibbyGame or Twitter or follow... Okay. Well, that was surely an experience. So, that was Ribby the Game. If you would like to check it out for yourself, here is the link. Well, these are all just demos. These are just little tastes, little snippets, little nuggets to let you decide how you feel about the game, what you think of it. No, I'm not about to leave already. I still have 3 more planned for today. Let's do Death and Phaeology next. Let's see if there is a category for this one. Death and... no. No category, okay. So we get to stay stuck in the games and demos. That's okay. Alright. This game is a visual novel, mystery game. In a world where the Fae-touched fall prey to a sinister killer, only a Phaeologist can uncover the truth. A dark academia murder mystery visual novel with supernatural cases, interactive investigation, romanceable characters, and multiple endings. Set in the roaring 1920s. I don't think this has anything. Yeah, this doesn't have anything.
Oh yeah, do that big stretch.
Alright. We gonna do big stretch. Big stretchies. Everyone do big stretch. Alright. And let us start up Death and Phaeology. And see if I need to move again. Okay, and this will be the prologue chapter. So. No, my name is not Augustine. My name is Zuzu. Proceed. Grading first-year assignments can be such an exercise in patience. I ought to remind myself that phaeology is a relatively recent science, only a couple of decades old. The university, the only phaeology university in the whole country, was just finished being built in 1905. It is still barely acknowledged as an academic field. More importantly, I've got to keep in mind that children inherit their parents' prejudice and misconceptions. The human world has formed its own notion of fairies. Alas, I find myself unable to suppress a big sigh every time I read references to poisoned apples ushering princesses into eternal sleep. A reference to the Cattingly fairies is one I can understand, since it's quite the sensation not too long ago, although it would be clear in the eyes of a renowned phaeologist that the photographs are mere imitations. A pity that Sir Doyle was taken in by it. I ought to take a break. The grading session today has taken me quite a tangent. My beloved Oz. I suppose having a fairy companion does give one an advantage to identifying genuine fairies. I'd say a break is in order, wouldn't you say, Oz? Oz responds through trills that I've learned to interpret over the decades I've known them. The Conningly fairies again. Yes, and princesses' eternal slumber due to poisoned apples. We don't care much for human princesses. But making poisoned apples is rather an easy feat. Shall I turn one of them into a toad in front of the whole class to show that fae folk are capable of more than that? At the same time showing them that not all fairies are friendly a bunch. I can't help but chuckle at the thought of that. I believe some might just quit that same day if you do that. Besides, if other phaeologists get a hold of your existence, who knows what they'll do to you. Chances are high those people will try and pin you to a corkboard and vivisect you. I would never let that happen. I've always appreciated your pursuing phaeology to ensure that. This is the least I can do. We've known each other since I was 7. You've saved me countless times since then. Well, you could have let me bleed to death when you found me. I would never. I can hear a delightful melody of chirps laced with a touch of whimsy, which makes me feel just a tad fizzy. It seems that even the length of a fairy possesses some magical quality. Or the laugh of a fairy possesses some magical quality. While you're on a break, isn't there something else on your agenda this afternoon? Right, Mr. Henkel's letter. Thanks for reminding me. I've retrieved the letter from my patron from the desk drawer. I lean back in my chair and read the missive aloud to myself. Dear Zuzu, how long are you going to keep me in suspense? Will you or will you not accompany me to this year's Leo's Gala? You could do a lot worse than forgetting your boring books for a moment in favor of whiling away an evening with champagne and canopies and invigorating company. And when I say invigorating, I'm not speaking of those old sods with deep pockets ready to be exploited by the way of funding grants for your research. I'm speaking, of course, of yours truly. Do write me sometime before Saturday. That's tomorrow's date, isn't it? Oh, I know. My delay in responding is entirely by design, I assure you. I'd hate to be getting the looks from the crowd like I'm a wet blanket. Phaeology isn't worth my dough, they'd say. Oz's replying chirp is decidedly indignant. I nodded Oz in agreement before returning to Mr. Henkel's letter. In other news, I've heard that little Ruthie Blythe caused a minor ruckus in the city's hottest speakeasy. If your old friend Detective Krause hadn't been in the area at the time as well, who knows what could have happened. I find myself rather perturbed by this revelation. I would have telephoned Ruthie and asked what the story was, like when we were children. However, for better or for worse, we aren't on friendly terms anymore. I resume reading my patron's letter. Speaking of the detective, have the two of you been keeping in contact? He gave me the cold shoulder when I crossed paths with him at least last week's benefit. I couldn't help assuming that his personality frostly treatment of me might have had something to do with you. It's unfortunate that the extensive bonds you had with him should end in a rather bitter taste. As you have told me more than once, when it was good, there was nothing else quite like it. Yet you speak very little of him now, and I find myself wondering if he still holds a place in that guarded heart of yours. The letter is signed, Yours Everlasting, Oscar Henkel. Well, I've kept Mr. Henkel waiting long enough. I press pen to a fresh sheet of paper to commence crafting a response. Just then, a familiar rhythmic rapping pierces the silence. I glance in the direction of Oz, but they're nowhere to be seen. Oz must have camouflaged themselves in a heartbeat. I put Mr. Henkel's letter in the drawer before calling out, Come in, Minnie. My assistant enters the office. She's careful to snap the door shut behind her. Professor. Yes, Minnie? Were you talking to yourself again? That's right, you know me. I see. Sometimes I wonder what she must have thought while hearing the mumbling sounds of me speaking with Oz. But she knows when not to poke her nose into things. One of the things I like about her, and also what makes her the bee's knees when it comes to being an assistant. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but he's here. Who? The police detective from the newspaper. Police detective? Even as I echo those two words, there's a sinking feeling in my stomach. You know, the man who made you crumple the paper and toss them in the trash can. In the end, we had to stop our subscription for the dailies. Detective Theodore Kraus? Yep, that's the one. Knowing Theo is here makes my world go momentarily off kilt. It's as if, by the magic of the fairy tale I've maligned, the ink in my patron's letter had manifested him into the reception area. Can't you tell him I'm out delivering a lecture on the far side of campus or something? That depends. Is a lie like that going to deter this man? An astute question. She's truly wise beyond her years. Probably not. He'd happily traverse the entire campus just to torment me, I'm guessing. Alright, let him in. With a brisk nod, Minnie returns to the reception area. I barely have time for a steady breath before Theo barges in. He drops a box on my desk right off the bat. What is this? Why is he in my office? Well, look who the cat dragged in. Not even a how do you do. What? Do niceties suddenly mean something to you? I seem to recall you packing your bags and moving out without so much as a goodbye. There was no one to say goodbye to. Didn't you find out I left only a few days later? At least it made it easier for you to leave, didn't it? There's a tinge of hurt in his voice that I'm only able to pick up because we lived together for several months. As my mouth struggles to catch the words hanging in the air, I feel the piercing, icy silence creeping in. I had to break the silence before I freeze. What's in the box? He lets out a deep sigh that rather sounds like relief. Your things that somehow you didn't take with you when you left. Even that oddly crafted handkerchief you loved so much. The handkerchief was a gift for you. I see the corner of his mouth twitch. He's lying. What should I do with this information? Reach out for the box to check. I quickly stretch out my hand to the box, yet he is just as fast and catches my wrist before I can open it. I withdraw my hand from his grip swiftly, like a startled bird soaring into the sky. That truly caught me off guard. I'd forgotten what his hand feels like. I was only kidding, although you really haven't changed much, have you? You just went straight for it. He sounds amused and slightly pleased, as if just confirmed the accuracy of one of his deductions. Neither of you. I threw all of it away right after you vanished, he says with a subtle squint in his left eye, another lying tell of his. I can't help but sigh at his antics. Of course you did. Welcome back, Shorty. So, what's really in the box? Want to take a guess? I do have an idea. Knowing him, he'd sooner face the whole Al Capone gang by himself and take their bullets before coming to visit me. It's a cat. What do you mean it's a cat? What cat? Oh, you think in the box is a cat? Schrodinger's cat. This must be way more important than our poignant history. Case evidence? I've seen boxes like this one before, but never quite so large. It's a really big case, isn't it? He nods. The biggest of my career. And to come to me of all people, you must be at your wit's end about this. He looks away as if trying to hide how galling the circumstances at hand are. Truth be told, I'd rather face the whole Al Capone gang and take their bullets than have to see you again. Gee, that stings a little. So why would you... Hold on a minute. You think this has something to... sort of connection to fairies? Floof is glaring at you. No, Floof, why? He flicks his tongue in exasperation. Oh my, it seems I've hit the bullseye. We stopped talking about fairies at some point when we were still together. Those talks always led to a heated discussion and then into arguments because nothing I could say could change his skepticism towards mystical beings. This is certainly the chance to tease him about it, though it might be unwise considering the emotional peril he must have gone through to get here. What should I do next? Tease him or ask him more about his thoughts. I know this must be hard for you, but I can't help if you don't say anything. He sighs. You're right. As difficult it is to admit, the things you've told me before about fairies and whatnot might have helped to make this sense of this case. But I have to say, for the sake of my sanity, I still don't believe they exist. Fair enough. He appears pleasantly surprised by my answer, as though he was expecting a quarrel right around the corner. Little did he know, I've learned that it's moot to try and explain the otherworldly beings to him. So what makes this case so significant? Why do you think it relates to fairies? Are you even allowed to tell me? I hear the sound of a chuckle under his breath like a bolt from the blue. For a brief moment, his gaze on mine seems to revert to how it used to be, until the seriousness returns to his face. First things first, since I'm leading the investigation, I do have some discretion on what details to divulge and to whom. That is, if the confidant can bring value to the investigation, and I've known you for a fact. I know you for a fact that you can be discreet. Still, I must ask your sworn secrecy on this matter. You got it. So, tell me about this case. Why does it seem to be of the paramount importance? It's a multiple murder case, potentially perpetrated by a single culprit. The victims are chiefly middle-aged women residing north of the city. They're from old money families, the type that makes regular appearances at high society events. I see. No wonder you're all tensed up. You're telling me. Chief took me off every other case and insisted I put all of my time and effort into this. It's only a matter of time until the press catches wind and makes a circus of everything. And with some of the victims' peculiar manners of death, he pauses. This is where the fairies come in? He silently stares and sighs. I swear I must be losing my mind. You've got this. Now he draws in a long, deep breath. 3 of the victims had a manner of death that the unit has never seen or heard of before. The strangest case is the one where the body seemingly hardened into a bony tissue overnight. Her corpse almost looked like a carved wooden statue. Oh, I've heard of something like that before. Of course you have. I frown at him. Don't start now. He clears his throat abashedly. Without finding out what caused these deaths, and more importantly, who did this, the press could spin the stories out of control. I don't want to imagine the look of victims' families' faces when they see papers are making a razz of those poor women's death. Besides, what kind of depraved, sick bastard goes around murdering women in such a way? This city's already running on fumes, crime's becoming more rampant day by day. People shouldn't have to look over their shoulders every night. It's no way to live. Even as he lapses in the silence, I say nothing. It's not just the city. The rise in crime is bleeding him dry, too. Yet, I am unsure of what words could soothe those who are fighting it on the front lines. I've never been where they are. The frown lines between his eyebrows grow deeper. You know, considering the victim's background, having these murders being exaggerated in papers would pressure the families to insist on closing the case as soon as possible. No matter the cost. No matter who's to blame. You're right, innocent people are going to bear the brunt of this. This is a terrible situation. I feel my stomach churning. My arms cross on instinct, trying to hold my own disquietude in place. Is there anything you can do? I'm just one man. Try as I might, I can't keep those rotten police brass from lining their pockets. Nothing but a pack of lowlives in high places. He exhales sharply, his voice laced with contempt. Then he fell into silence yet again. Similarly, words seem to have abandoned him, as I can't shake the feeling of helplessness crawling under my skin. After a minute, he meets my eyes once more. Well, you're a good listener. Better than most. Good job. Congrats on the Barracuda? He curls his lips into almost a smile. I don't mind it at all. Thanks. He clears his throat once more. Alright, let's get down to brass tacks. This box includes all case files, crime scene photos, a couple of blood samples which I was able to request to bring to you, and several other pieces of evidence. Other than the strange manner of death I've said, forensics was puzzled by the blood samples. How so? One of them doesn't contain iron. That's interesting. Nothing surprises you, does it? Well, about this peculiarity, I bring up something from the fairy books, but you'd always find a way to deny it. You're right about that. I'm still investigating the possibility of unknown drugs or poison that somehow caused these oddities, but I'd be a fool to not go after my hunches and look into all possibilities. What about robbery? It's ruled out. No fingerprints, no evidence of breaking in, nothing had been stolen. In motives? Revenge? We're still interviewing the city's elites, looking for the possible motives. But it takes time. You know how it is. Yes, of course. They're very busy. Speaking of city elites, I know people who could be very helpful in getting some inside information. His expression turns sour at full tilt. Who? That man? I said people, but yes, that man would be particularly helpful in this matter. He scoffs brazenly and doesn't even try to hide it. Even at the first meeting with Mr. Henkel, there was some inexplicable tension between the two. Theo said something about Mr. Henkel feeling off and always hated it whenever I had something to do with him. Though it might just be jealousy in disguise. I'm right. Even if he's barely in the newspapers, he's most likely at the pinnacle of high society. And I don't think he'll mind if I ask him for a few things about this. Why, of course, he's always got a soft spot for you. Hell, he'll probably carrying a torch for you for a long time, judging by the way he follows you everywhere. Well, he happens to be interested in phaeology and has a lot of money to allow its development. Look at you, all ready to defend him. What are you two, an item now? I might have steered this reunion right back to where we were months ago by bringing up Mr. Henkel. But it was necessary to mention him. I don't know how anybody else would have had such information in high society. Besides, there was never really been anything, even if we did go to fundraising events together from time to time. It was strictly business. Yet again, Theo seems to lose his reason whenever we talk about Mr. Henkel. I don't have time or the energy to argue with him. What should I do? Explain the truth? We're not anything. We go to fundraising events from time to time, but these are for work. I've got to get money for my research from somewhere, you know. Our relationship is strictly business. He gives me a dirty look. Sure, I believe you. No, he doesn't. Besides, what I do with him is none of your beeswax. His voice becomes even more irritated. That's right, it's not my concern. Do whatever you want with him. Just make sure he can keep his mouth shut about the case. I can't help but groan at this turn of events. I will. While we're on the subject of useful allies, you mentioned before about blood that doesn't contain iron. I can take the blood samples to the university chemist. She's good at what she does. And she's from a rich family. She might know some of the victims or their families at least. I'll trust your judgment. I take this as you're agreeing to help him with the case? That's right. There are lives at stake. He let out a soft smile, as though in quite agreement with what I said. Thank you. Well, if you think it'll be helpful, you can even ask people you mentioned what they know using the evidence items. But the case files are for your eyes only. Understood. He has fallen silent somehow, leaving an uncomfortable hush in the air once more. Suddenly, a realization comes to mind. Does this mean you're willing to hear about fairies? About phaeology? That depends. If this was indeed fairies' doing, if through your investigation you can provide solid theories on 3 things, the culprit, their method of murder, and their motives, supported by evidence, of course, I'm sticking with the idea that there's a logical explanation, an earthly one, for now. Fair enough. I'd wager that we have approximately 24 hours to get some sort of answer, an answer that makes sense. I can feel the papers are close to getting the story. While investigating this lead, I'll look further into unusual drugs and poisons. How about it, phaeologist? Do you dare take on this challenge? Do I? Accept the challenge. Bring it on, detective. This brings a grin to his almost consistent brooding expression. Good. If you need anything from me, just ring. Aye, sir. But you need to promise me that you'll not just hear me out, but also keep an open mind on fairy topics if I succeed in what you asked. I promise. But I can't promise not to scoff from time to time. That's good enough. I ought to get going. Maybe this'll be an opportunity for you to increase phaeology credibility in the eyes of the academics. Maybe. He's so skeptical. Just have Oz go poof. Hi, I exist. Hello, fairy here. I don't know. That seems like some detective has to be following the tiny part of phaeology in the newspaper. Says you. The one who had to stop the daily paper subscription just because some detective kept getting the headlines. How do you... Before I could finish, he had walked towards the door and opened it. See you tomorrow around the same time. I hear the door closed. Hey! I exclaim with a hint of frustration. After some thought, I realized that he must have noticed the missing newspaper on my desk in my assistant's. Reading newspapers was part of the daily routine when we were together. I can only shake my head in disbelief. He hasn't changed much either. As I'm reminiscing about a few moments of our past relationship, Oz reveals himself again, now that we're all alone. That was quite the reunion. It was quite the reunion indeed. He hasn't changed at all, has he? I suppose. Although you don't have an obligation to help him. I know. But I already agreed. Very well, just don't overwork yourself. Yeah, thanks, Oz. I find myself slowly drifting into thoughts. A victim's manner of death hardening into bony tissue. Could be done by a fairy curses. Ossification? If only I could ask Oz whether the fairy was behind this and which one, but it's not that simple. Even if they are my longtime companion, fairies have their own rules about exchanging favors, and they are secretive about their land too. A favor like that doesn't come cheap. At least I'm stocked up on milk and honey for small requests. Speaking of requests, I should get started on a reply to my patron's letter. For some reason, he seems to be more insistent this time that I come with him to the gala. I retrieve a paper and pen and mumble to myself as I write. Upon signing off, I seal the letter with wax. I then turn toward my trusted Fae. Oz, can I please trouble you with something? You want me to deliver the letter to your patron, don't you? Indeed. Time is of the essence here. As always, please take care not to catch anybody's attention. He'll see it by tomorrow morning, I'm sure. It would be my pleasure. Thank you, Oz. I'm off. I'll see you later today. I watch as Oz flits out of my office window and vanishes. Once the Fae is gone, I call my assistant to the office. Yes, Professor? Hold on 1 second. I rifle through the contents of the box. Carefully, I extract the blood samples that Theo mentioned. They appear to be stored in test tubes. Would you mind asking Dr. Rayford to analyze these blood samples? I'll do that, sure. As I hand the samples to her, I notice that she looks like she wants to say something. Over the 2 years that I've been working together, I've picked up on a few of her tells. What is it, Minnie? How'd it go with the detective? If you don't mind me asking. Oh no, not at all. He's the same as always. There's a lingering beef, of course, but we've sort of managed to put it aside for something more important. He has brought me a rather significant case, and he suspects might have some supernatural elements, as hard it was for him to admit. Oh, good for him. I can't help but grin at her remark. I'm glad it didn't end in a shouting match, at least. Yeah, me too. I'll deliver the blood samples now. Professor. Thank you, Minnie. Minnie hurries off. I'm alone in my office again. Remembering the conversation from the case, I'm suddenly engulfed in an unexplainable eerie feelings. I should start the investigation right away. Okay, drag and drop items from the inventory to the desk. Select an item in the records, then press the icon to open the inspector and read the insights you've gathered. Okay. Hover the magnifying glass over the evidence to access the information and see the details in it. Use the black light to see invisible things. Read the encyclopedia to gain additional information. Fae and insects and phaeologists have applied Darwin's theory of natural selection to Fae kind by putting them in the same genealogical line as insects, especially the Lepidoptera group, which are moths and butterflies. This is supported by the similarities to each other. Beneath a special black light, some species of butterflies can glow by having a chemical known as phosphorus, which Fae have both. Both of these butterflies and Fae display an attraction to the black light. Okay. Press the button to end the investigation. Okay.
Drink, bitch!
Alright, taking a big sippy. Everybody make sure you're taking big sippy swift. Okay, nothing's gonna come in that one, but how about this? Name Edna Nivet, age 64. Manner of death, gnawing her own fingers down to the bone. Time of death, 10 a.m. Victim profile, an affluent middle-aged woman in the city. Friend of the victim reported that she vanished in victim's residence to drop off, or she visited the victim's residence to drop off an invitation shortly prior to the victim's death. A friend also wanted to check on the victim's well-being, as she allegedly had been acting strangely at a party the night before. According to the friend, she witnessed an emotional charged conversation between the victim and a young factory girl. However, the friend didn't think much of the interaction at the time. At the crime scene, the invitation card dropped off by the friend was seen close to the victim's corpse and was taken in as evidence. Forensic report, no traces of drugs or poison, blood type unknown. Other blood-related investigations are underway. Blood does not contain iron. Okay, so that goes there. So that would be that photo. Audrey Woolridge, age 51. Manner of death, hardening into bony tissue. From afar, the corpse looks like a carved wooden statue. Time of death, around 1 p.m. An affluent middle-aged woman in the city. The victim reported hearing strange noises and seeing strange phenomena in the days immediately preceding her death. The interviewing officer suspected, due to the victim's strange behavior, the involvement in occult matters. No traces of drugs or poisons from what could be extracted from her body. Further autopsy is still in process due to the victim's manner of death. Wooldridge. Now that's a familiar name, because that's that one. Susan Moore, age 40. Refusing to drink anything but her own blood. Would that be that one? Time of death around 11 a.m. An affluent middle-aged woman in the city. Victim's mother reported that the victim was suffering from prolonged paranoid episode in the days leading to her death. Specifically, the victim was acting erratically and saying strange things. Despite the manner of death, there are no signs of dehydration or hemochromatosis, no traces of drugs or poisons. Other blood-related investigations are underway. Blood does not contain iron. Yeah, that's not hemochromatosis. Hemochromatosis is an excess of iron. They have no iron. That one. Come on. Are you gonna let me read it? Come on. Or was that that one? And nice, congrats. Okay, that was that. Okay, so that was that one. Can I? There we go. This is not a middle-aged woman. They're 19. 19 is not the same as freaking in their 40s and 50s. Mary Hatcher, age 19. Death from shock due to arsenic poison. a young factory girl.
Tentacles for the win!
Yes. My tentacles. Despite not fitting the trend of the previous victim's profiles, she has been preliminarily included into the case because she was seen having a heated conversation with the third victim shortly before the victim's death. The victim's father described her as not acting like herself the day before she passed. Shortly before her death, the victims visited the police station. According to the interviewing officer, she seemed to be on the brink of confessing something like when a look of terror suddenly crossed her face. She then appeared to change her mind. She hurriedly left the station without saying anything further in the interviewing officer. Prior to her death, the victim suffered from violent abdominal cramping followed by diarrhea, vomiting consistent with the effects of arsenic poisoning. Traces of said poison can be found in blood type A in the glass she was drinking from near the time of death. Okay, so that was actually this one. Wait, no, I wasn't done. And this one's so finicky too. Okay, but that goes there. Dang, congrats for getting the crown. Good job. The similarities of fairy-kind to insects as well as birds and other animal kingdom manifest in the terms of various variants of fairy magical abilities. One magical skill possessed by some fairy to transfiguration, which is similar to metamorphosis. Wielders of transfigurative spells can make themselves or fellow fae take on another form, including appearing human. Many high faes have heightened powers of suggestion through the emission of toxins capable of causing hypnosis or illusions. Although quite rare, some high faes can transform the living beings into solid objects such as stone or bone. Although another example of fae magic is invisibility, which is similar to camouflage, there may be other types of magical powers that have not yet been determined. Fae factions and conflict. There are two main factions of high fae, the Scribe and the Warriors. The Scribes are known for their defensive magic and their intelligence. The Warriors are known for their power and their offensive magic. Meanwhile, the Low Fae faction is comprised of faes with limited parasitic magic. They are wildly maligned species that like to consume human blood, hormones, and even souls. The history of fae class conflict is not very well documented. It appears that there are quarrels between those factions, as there is a certain level of disdain for the other factions. However, disputes also occur between fairies of the same faction. Nonetheless, both factions of high fae deem parasites despicable low fae due to the limited and parasitic nature of their magic. Just stop. All fairy kinds seem to be weak against iron, although a small amount of iron, such as in meat or blood, does not seem to ward off fairies. Historically, cold iron was often forged as a weapon and used to repel fairy magic. The intricate use of iron combined with physics and chemistry is applied by phaeologists to develop a special blacklight to detect and distinguish the magical essence of three main types of fae. Beneath the blacklight, scribe magics appear blue, warrior magic appears red, and parasitic magic purple or violet. Sustained blacklight illumination on an object imbued with fairy magic may reveal Intricate details of certain complex spells. Is there... To give me the freaking... You know what? You know what? Go. Away. You are in the way. Apothecary Diaries is delayed a week, and there's 2 episodes left in the season. Oh no! Okay, I don't think this is... Is this even on? Okay, I'm gonna go with it's on, but there's nothing to look at right now, so... The scribes are high fays who are capable of expressing benevolence and kindness that is similar to human kindness, and they tend to be friendlier to humans. However, this kindness is only shown in the form of favor exchanges, and they do not go out of their way to help other like humans would. The scribe magic that assists humans is contingent upon the favor that humans deliver to them. For example, some scribe fae may use their magic to give blessings to humans who have done very special favors or boons for them via inheritable invisible markings with such as sigils or birthmarks. These blessings can last through generations. The rumored fae-touched bloodlines have become wealthy and powerful through the decades that they have been favored. However, they may also use their magic as a curse, sometimes even deadly. If they feel offended or insulted, some scribe fairies are also prone to pranks and mischief when they are bored. Warrior fairies. The high fae of the warrior faction frequently reside in groups and are territorial. They are protective of their troops and tend to be unfriendly towards outsiders, especially if they come from the scribe faction or are human. They will smite anyone who interferes with the group. Humans entering their territory, even if accidentally, may face elimination through the warrior's offensive magic. Although fairy warriors typically remain within their own kind and seldom venture beyond the boundaries of the fairy realm, they are known for their aggressive temperament and violent disposition. Caution is strongly advised when encountering and interacting with these beings. Parasitic fairies. Fairies with limited magic consistently need to feed off of other sources of energy, mostly drained from humans, such as blood, hormones, emotions, and life force. However, the mechanism and rates at which these drainage processes occur are greatly varied. Notable incident, changeling. There are unconfirmed rumors that some high fairies like to capture humans and bring them to the fairyland for purposes such as forced reproduction, servitude, ritualized combat for their amusement, and so on. The fairies leave changelings behind to mask their absence. A changeling is composed of several fae, typically of the parasitic type, magically transformed to look almost exactly like an abducted human. Due to the complexity of the fae magic required to create a changeling, the enchantment almost always goes awry. Anomalies commonly among the changelings include an extra finger or an extra toe. Nearby heat conductors, such as small metallic objects, have also been known to repel or to warp, like magic creating changelings. Okay. Okay, so... Oh, there was more. Okay, that glows. Can this open?
Drink, bitch!
What's happening? What's happening is I'm taking a sippy. I'm taking a big sippy. And everyone else should be taking a big sippy too. I saw something on their hands. They're fey marked. Wait, what's on their hands? On her hand. Okay. She's just not there. Oh, yeah, like she's like phasing through. Oh, hi. I've seen this before. It's a parasitic fairy. A failed transformation magic. What? What's up? I don't know how to open this. Cancel? I'm not sure if like what's going on tonight. The first victim's crime scene. This is the first victim's encounter with something that could be ossification. Feels sick to my stomach. No one deserves to die like that. Something's odd with her fingers. Are you talking about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. She has too many fingers? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the third victim's crime scene. Her fingers. I've seen corpses before, but never like this. There's something strange about her fingers. They all have 6 fingers. I didn't notice that before. This seems to be the second victim's crime scene. Her complexion is not quite the pale hue of death. Far paler than it should possibly be, almost drained color. Something's wrong with her fingers. The first... Wait, no. You go... Oh, over there. This one. The fourth victim's crime scene. Poor girl. It's a cruel thing to see youth being stolen so abruptly. But her hands are fine. So this middle-aged woman is the collared blouse is the victim. I guess this elderly man in the suit is her father. The elderly woman wearing the cardigan is her mother, I suppose. This speculating perhaps it's her brother. So the middle-aged woman is the pearls is the victim. I guess this elderly man in the facial hair is her father. The elderly woman on the fur collar is her mother, I suppose. Is the other man in the darker suit maybe her brother? Why would you guess brother? My patron invited me to this event. I'm still uncertain if I want to attend. I've seen this makeup powder somewhere recently. It's from Nectar Bell. This must have belonged to one of them, but which? I wonder if the owner likes the box design and carrying it around in her pocket since it's already used up. Perhaps the chemist has some interesting insights since her family owns the brand. The wedding ring seems to be made out of gold. Okay, that's all you have to say about that one, apparently. There's no mistaking it. The structure of the thorax, antenna, curvatured, elongated legs, they are exactly the same as the parasitic Fae cataloged several months ago. What happened to you, poor Fae? Of course, no response is forthcoming. Oh, already. That's everything, right? Okay, now I think I can end. Confirm. A knock on the door makes me glance from my desk. I realize the sun has set while I've been absorbed in the investigation. Come in. My assistant enters the office. Dr. Rayford has arrived to drop off the blood samples and she wants to talk to you. Already? Yes, she's just out the door. I must say I'm pleasantly surprised at her work speed. Alright, send her in. Minnie nods. She returns to the reception area. Dr. Florence Redfords enters. It has only been 3 years since she has worked at the university, but she has proven her reliability more often than not. Good evening, Professor. Good evening, Doctor. Dr. Rayford hands over the blood samples. She also gives me her lab report. Here you go. Thank you. So what have you found? The most peculiar thing is that there is no iron in one of the blood samples. Say, is this fairy related? Her question prompts me to ask myself to what extent of the case can I divulge to her. Theo did say I may ask the patron or her the information using some of the evidence. Although she has knowledge of fairies and their curses, can she handle seeing crime scene photographs? As I return from my thoughts, I notice her voice has taken on a higher pitch. This is so exciting. Are you working with the police? Does this mean we'll get better credibility in the eyes of the public? Oh my, we're going to be in the newspapers, aren't we? And not on the usual corner spots, too. Oh, I can hardly contain myself. It appears she took my silence as a yes. It's good that she's excited about the possibility of advancement for phaeology, but her cheerful disposition can sometimes be rather overstimulating. As if on cue, a knock on the door arrives to spare me. This specific sound is familiar, more familiar than when my assistant knocks. Special delivery? Mr. Henkel's hands are empty. And what, pray, might you be bringing for me? Is it you? Are you the special delivery, Mr. Henkel? If you wish to call me special, then I certainly won't stop you. But I did bring a box of huckleberry muffins for your office. Minerva was instantly enamored by their buttery scent. She's currently feasting on them. We can only hope she'll leave a muffin apiece for the rest of us. Oh, hello there, Florence. I didn't expect to see you in the office. Hello, Mr. Henkel. Fancy seeing you here. Although you do have a habit of making this office your sole stop on campus. She chuckles. That's just because this is where all my money went. A well-spent investment nonetheless. He makes a retort at Dr. Rayford, but throws a subtle smile in my direction. How cheeky. So, Florence, what's been occupying your time as of late? She looks at me briefly, possible wondering whether she should tell him about what she did for me. The usual matters, I suppose. I tried asking your father about you at the late soiree. However, he confessed he didn't have the faintest idea. You must tell me more about your chemical research one of these days. The colorful pursuits of you young academics thrill me to no end. You know I can't share all that much, Mr. Henkel. Unless, of course, you find yourself in the position to become a chemistry department benefactor. Then all their secrets are yours. A more playful giggle escapes her lips this time. I'm afraid I'm all tapped out, financially speaking. Oh, I'm not buying that one, not for a second. He's telling fibs, isn't he, Professor? Well, now, I certainly don't want to get in the middle of the money talk of the rich. I wish I had information, Doctor. It would make proposing for research much easier with a bit of delicate leverage naturally. Mr. Henkel laughs in amusement. I feel I should ask the reason he's here before this conversation takes an odd turn. On another note, Mr. Henkel, did you get my letter? Is that the real reason you dropped by? Upon recalling that I asked Oz to insert the letter in his mailbox only this afternoon, I'm about to retract these questions. Unexpectedly, though, he bows his head in assessment. Your words have always had these immersive impact on me. Perhaps that is why you are such an effective educator. Whenever I encounter your written language, I long to hear it spoken post-haste. Are you putting a spell on your letters, by any chance? I think you're the one with all the spells, Mr. Henkel. Your muffins, for one, have always been successful in making Minnie's guard down. Oh dear, you two are making me blush. I suppose it's time I take my leave and let you both be. I'm due somewhere shortly anyhow. Oh no, that might not be necessary. I can't stay long either. Mr. Henkel lapses into silence as he continues staring me into my eyes. It's difficult to maintain eye contact with him, but even harder to look away. I wonder what I should do. I ought to discuss the case, but both of them seem to be in a hurry. Should I tell Mr. Henkel to return another day since I need to have an important conversation with Rayford right now? Or should I dismiss the chemist and meet with my patron now? There are benefits to either choice. Soliciting Dr. Rayford's opinion on the case may be a good idea. She could share more insight on the chemistry side of the case. Her patrons own a successful company that precedes the powerful makeup in evidence. She would also know the social happenings among the wealthy elites. On the other hand, Mr. Henkel is also a viable candidate for an interview. His connections within the high society would know no bounds. Everybody seems to know him one way or another. He might know things Dr. Rayford doesn't. Since he has been funding my research for a long time, he's also more familiar with very topics. Whom should I interview? I would think Dr. Rayford, because she would be able to give more of like a medical perspective. So I'm gonna go with Dr. Rayford. Dr. Rayford, would you mind staying a little longer? I'd like to hear your opinions about something. Dr. Rayford glances at me and then at Mr. Henkel, and then back at me with a glimmer of mischief in her smile. Are you sure, Professor? I let out a resigned sigh. Sometimes it can be quite difficult to deal with her teasing. Yes. When I address my patron once more, I regret colors my tone. Mr. Henkel, would you mind coming back another day? I have something crucial to discuss with the doctor at present. Of course, I understand your scientific pursuits proceed all else. I wouldn't have it any other way. thank you for dropping off those muffins. He only replies with a smile. I'll see you again soon, right? As soon as possible, I promise. Mr. Henkel and Dr. Rayford exchange brief goodbyes. My patient then departs. I'm alone with the chemist again. Doctor, I might need your further assistance regarding the blood samples and also something more pressing. So it's true, you are working with the police. I suppose Detective Krause consulted me this morning about an ongoing criminal case. Oh, do I sense some old flames flickering back to life? Your eyes are tricking you, Doctor. It has been ashes for a long time now, and nothing has changed. There's a hint of disbelief in her eyes, but I won't indulge in her playful teasing as there are more important matters at hand. I clear my throat. So I would also like to ask you for information, as you may be acquainted with some of the victims or their friends and family. All right. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. Thank you, although I do need your sworn secrecy on this. Of course. I'm adept at keeping secrets. You need not worry. Those samples I analyzed are part of the evidence in this case, right? That's right. Let us begin. I tell her of the fundamental facts of the case, while she listens silently all the while.
Drink, bitch!
Alright, taking a big sippy again. Everyone else better be taking big sippies too. When I finish my summation, she only has one word to say to me. Interesting.
Tentacles for the win!
Ah yes, the most intriguing piece of evidence. It's weird, isn't it, that it doesn't contain iron at all, even though it looks just like human blood. Not to mention the high percentage of phosphorus. Would you let me know if it ended up being a fairy after all? Only if I'm allowed. Is there any insight from chemistry as to why it would be no iron in a red-colored blood? Sadly, no. I'm just as puzzled myself. I found traces of arsenic in this blood sample. Yes, that was reported by the forensic team too. One wonders who could have done such a thing to the poor girl. Actually, chemists do sell arsenic to common people to make their own weed killer and rat poison. I haven't done that in some time, not since the university contract, but I'm sure the detective has asked his henchmen to collect purchase records from chemists all over the city, don't you think? Lab report. I've done my best to put all the details here, although I might have missed something regarding the curious blood sample. Okay. Okay, I can't look at it, apparently. My, are you proposing to me, Professor? I'm afraid my heart still belongs to my late husband. I can hear sorrow seeping through her peppy voice. Quietly, I slipped the ring back into the box. Okay. Look, it's a parasitic fairy. A dead bug? Is that part of the evidence? Yes. Ah, my parents' greatest achievement. It's one of the things I wanted to ask you, Doctor. I don't know much about makeup. How popular is this powder among high society? The powder has been a craze lately among upper class since my parents have successfully gotten Mary Pickford to do its advertisement. Well, I'll be. This is tomorrow's gala. I'll not be going there since the opera is playing. I didn't know you were into opera, Doctor. My late husband and I used to go there for one of our date nights. Sadness leaks through her eyes, even though her smile stays bright. I hadn't the faintest she'd been married before. Speaking of which, I spotted Detective Krauss at the Met during last month's performance. He appeared to be enjoying the opera, accompanied by an attractive, tall, blonde woman. It was quite the unexpected sight. I never took him to admirer of the opera. Well, that's a new one on me. Okay, so I have to show the photos, I guess? There is no sound to be heard as she stares at the photograph for a little while. I wonder if it's too much for her. Is this Miss Woolridge? It's a little difficult to recognize her because of the, well, she speaks with an unusual sunny lilt, which is quite surprising. I guess she has got a strong stomach. Yes, you're correct. What do you know of her? Everyone knows her in her family, she's pretty sure. They're one of the richest in the city, the elitist of the elites. Accordingly, their circle consists only of very selective people, such as your patron, I imagine. Oh, and their family likes to host charity events. Did you ever know her to dabble in occult matters? Unfortunately, what I told you previously is all I know about her. If she did dabble, do you think maybe her manner of death is a result of occult matters? It is certainly a possibility. Miss Moore. She seems to recognize the victim quite fast. I've met once or twice at a clothing store in exchange for a few pleasantries. Occasionally, I would see her and her husband at various dinner parties as well. They were a lovely couple. Oh yes, I know her, although I can't seem to recall her name. Miss Niblet. That's right. I saw her quite often at the auction, only going for rare coins. As usual, the winning bid was hers. I wonder if some of those coins carried some sort of curse, since they came from gold, who knows where. Do you know what happened to this girl? Unfortunately, no, I don't know her. It's surprising that she seemed rather unfazed by the quite gruesome photographs. I wonder if she's seen worse deaths caused by chemicals, although even if I had seen worse, I doubt I could muster such cheer. I never realized this peculiar side of her. This is a family photograph of the Woolridges. Ah, yes. It was everywhere in the papers when her father married the famous and one of the most beautiful Felicities? The other man here is Miss Woolridge's stepbrother. Do you know anything about these people? Aside from being the famously wealthy and well-known, not particularly. This is Miss Moore and her family. Could you tell me what you know of them? Well, I've heard that when Miss Moore's biological parents passed away, she was adopted by her parents' trusted employees, from whom she received a lot of love. These employees couldn't have children, you see. Her biological parents left her a substantial inheritance, which she received when she came of age. Then she was married, out of love, to a wealthy entrepreneur. They were hand in hand wherever they went. It's a sad thing. Her luck seemed to slip away when she needed it most. Dr. Rayford seems to know more about Miss Moore than she let on earlier. While she sounds quite sympathetic, I can somehow sense a hint of jealousy in her voice. Okay, I think that was all. Yeah, that was everything. I have no further questions. I believe I have enough information for now. Is that so? Well, alright. Earlier you mentioned you had a prior engagement? So, I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for your time. You've been incredibly helpful. It's no problem. Don't hesitate to reach out if you require anything else. I give her a brief nod. Dr. Rayford then departs from my office. I'm alone again, but not for long. My assistant pops into the office. Professor, I'm heading home soon. Is there anything else I can do to help? No, I'll be perfectly fine. I think I'll stay and work for a bit longer. Okay, see you tomorrow, Professor. Have a safe trip home. Upon wishing me the same, Minnie leaves. I'll have some time until I have to wrap up my work day and head home from the office. Now this is Dr. Rayford's lab reports and the blood samples. It contains quite similar to the forensic reports. While elements similarly found in the human blood, such as phosphorus or carbohydrates and some proteins, are found in the third victim's blood, it doesn't contain iron. Moreover, the amount of phosphorus found is higher in percentage than in human blood, making it possible for this blood to be of a fairy. The fourth victim's blood appears to be normal human blood with iron present. Traces of arsenic are also found. Although there is some new information, I had expected the report to be more detailed. Then again, I did ask her to finish this as soon as possible, and she delivered. Okay. I've read somewhere that most insects don't have iron in their blood. Okay. Give me the blood. Arsenic, huh? Ah. Are you gonna acknowledge the fact that this is glowing? No? Okay. Parasitic magic is purple or violet. Okay, so it's parasitic. Okay. Confirm. It's the next afternoon. I should be grading assignments or reviewing the lecture I'm going to deliver on Monday, or doing anything productive in the realm of professional duties. Instead, I find my attention straying more and more towards the office door. I voice my frustration to good old Oz. Theo will probably arrive at any moment. I can't stop wondering whether my explanation will be enough for him. In the past, no sort of explanation ever seemed to please him when it comes to fairies. And why should it now? My voice cracks with concern. This time he came to you, bearing in mind the possibility of fairy involvement. He'd be a fool if he discredits you so soon. My fairy companion's chirping becomes increasingly stern this time. But you need to get yourself together. You must remain steadfast and strong when facing the detective. Don't permit your voice to falter when presenting your findings. I know I can't let myself unravel at this point. It's just that he's never solicited my opinion quite in this manner, a professional insight no less. All the more reason to be as calm as can be. Maintaining your composure is essential in delivering a persuasive argument. But no matter what happens, at least you know you tried. At the end of the day, he's the one who needs to solve the case. You're right, and of course you are. I'm not a detective, I'm simply a professor sharing my perspective. Thank you, Oz, for always talking me off the ledge. Just then, suddenly someone knocks on the door. That's my cue to sail past your window ledge. Best of luck. I whisper a hurried goodbye to my fairy friend. I'll see you tonight, Oz. Once Oz has flown out, I direct my attention towards the door. Come in. My assistant marches in. Professor, you have a visitor. The detective? Minnie nods. All right, send him in. Minnie nods once again and walks out of the room. Theo paces around a little bit after strolling in. He appears quite distracted. He finally stops and opens his mouth. So what have you learned? I take a deep breath. Here it goes. I have to present my findings to perhaps the most sought-after detective in the police force. Theo investigates cases right where the crime scenes unfold. He agonizingly familiar with the grit and grime of the city's darkest recesses. Meanwhile, as a professional, my expertise primarily revolves around the nebulous, the theoretical. I must do my best to stay calm and collective, just as Oz suggested. I've read the case files. Victims' odd behavior shortly before death could be due to hypnotic spells from the fairies. The fourth victim went to the police station, but before she said anything, it seemed she saw something that scared her away. What if she saw something not human? In the manner of death. He interrupts me before I can finish. I have no time for assumptions. The papers telephoned our department this morning, said they found out about some of these deaths. So that's why he looks agitated. The chief is preparing a statement for tomorrow's regarding this. So I'll just cut to the chase. Is there fairy involvement? Yes. Yes, I'm certain of it. I can tell his interest is piqued. However, I'd like to first lay out the basics, since I'm pretty sure you've discarded the things I've told you in the past. He grumbles as if in admission of the statement. So far, I've identified 3 classes of fairies: warrior, scribes, and parasitics. Warriors have strong offensive magic. Scribe magics tend to be defensive. Parasitics magic as well parasitic. We phaeologists have developed a tool called blacklight to detect traces of fey magic. It can even detect through photographs if the magic is especially strong. Warrior magics glow red, scribe magics glow blue, and parasitics magic shines purple. I found that seemingly fairies of one specific class are behind this. Which one is the culprit? They're of the parasitic class. What is the evidence? I mean, it could either be the third victim's blood sample or the dead fae. How does this prove parasitic involvement? I slot the blood sample beneath the blacklight and show the magic's trace. You see, it glows under the blacklight. I can see the purple traces, but what about this red glow? I'm taking a moment to collect my thoughts. I must have missed that. What else you got? The ring. How does this prove parasitic involvement? I place the ring beneath the blacklight. You see, Miss Moore's ring glows purple under the blacklight. What about the... He's right. How did I not see this? The look on his face says it all. He's profoundly disappointed. I swallow a lump, pack a lump rising in my throat. Clearly you haven't been thorough in your investigation. Either you're missing important things, or you just don't take this as seriously as I thought. But I do take it seriously. If I could just reinvestigate, it's hard to get my sentence out of my mouth. No words of mine could ease the way he sees me now. It doesn't matter, we're running out of time. I couldn't find proof of it being unusual drugs or poisons either. Even the most atypical drugs don't cause this kind of bizarre hallucination. No poisons could turn the whole body into hardened bones. His eyes narrow on me, full of quiet accusations. Honestly, I can't believe this. You've dedicated many, many years to the study of forensic phaeology, and this is all you have to show for it. What are you... I know you're clever, capable, competent, but you ought to consider changing your field. You're not cut out for forensics. I feel like I'm starting to see red. I can't believe he's bringing up my profession this way. I know I messed up, but you just crossed a goddamn line. He knows I tried my best, given the limited time, but he just keeps hammering away. It hits me all over again how easy it is for him to make me feel really small. I'm just laying down the facts. He says it so nonchalantly, as if he doesn't see the effect of his opinion on me. I can't do this anymore. My anger is beyond contempt. I never want to see you again. Get out. Fine by me. I don't plan on ever coming back to this office anyhow. Upon picking up the box of evidence, Theo turns to leave. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. He slams it. Should I have done... Scribe? Did I do wrong? I found myself striding restlessly in my room, seething with frustration. Perhaps this is for the best. After all, there is a reason I walked away, and it's all coming back to me. I haven't explained Dr. Redford's findings of the blood samples. How could it be fairy blood? And the significance of the scribe's sigil on the prominent families. She gave me additional information, too, on the victims as well as popularity of the makeup. I didn't have a chance to tell him all that. Well, so be it. I'm not going to write him or telephone him. Perhaps I'll just write an anonymous letter to the homicide department. But first, I ought to finish grading the assignments that I neglected yesterday. It's been an hour and a half since I forced myself to get back to work, yet my anger hasn't subsided. Then it strikes me. I'm not angry at Theo. I'm no more angry at Theo than I am myself. How did I fail this? Why wasn't I thorough enough? Still, that doesn't give him the right to talk to me like that. I bury my face in my hands and realize that I've merely been spinning in circles. Professor, is this a bad time? I look up at her in shock. When did she get in? I knocked, then waited for a minute. It then occurred to me that perhaps you didn't hear me. Oh, sorry. My mind is more than a little preoccupied. The detective had an intensely brooding expression when he left. I figured that the meeting didn't go well. I can stay longer today if you need to talk. Thanks, Minnie. I'm not sure about talking, but I could use some company. Of course, Professor. Would you like me to fetch us a bottle? Sure. Any preference? Whichever is the biggest. Or whichever has the highest alcohol content. Bottle Blues, ending 6. Okay. So apparently there are multiple endings. And I got the not so great one. So that was Death and Phaeology. I am intrigued. Here is the link, so if you wish to wishlist it yourself, you can. And up next, we are going to be checking out Collector's Cove. Let me see if there is... There is a category for it, so we're going to go ahead and switch over to it. All right, Collector's Cove. All aboard. Collector's Cove is a cozy farming adventure on the high seas. Sail with your animal friend to uncharted waters, cultivate your floating farm, and discover new islands, crops, and fish on your quest to become a named collector. So let us go and dive into this cute little game. Oh, that was an interesting load-in. I absolutely love the I don't know what they are technically, like turtle, sea monster thing. I can change them a little bit. Okay, this is cute. What should we name our cute little friend? Or should we just keep it Bridget? Should we just keep it Bridget for the demo? Sure? Okay. Okay. Welcome to the Collector's Cove demo. On the following few pages, you will find some valuable information about the different mechanics in Collector's Cove. Please have a look. Keep in mind that this is a very early version of the game that is still in development. Feel free to give us feedback or report any bugs you may encounter via the in-game pause menu. Thank you for being part of this journey. Okay, WSD to move. Oh yeah, there are 13 pages. Oh my gosh. Cameras, mouse, zoom, interact is F, use tool is left click, change tool is the scroll wheel, tool selection is Q. Okay. Fabled crops and fish. Each crop and fish has a fabled variant that can be found under the right circumstances. Your goal, uncover their secrets and collect them all. Fabled crops and fish. Don't forget to look up information in your collector's compendium. Farming. Crops will only grow with water, so make sure to keep them watered during the day. Don't worry, crops cannot wilt. That's nice. Reeling in fish. Reeling in fish while pulls away slows it down, but builds tension. The line turns red as tension increases. Ease off to prevent it from snapping. Floatsome. Floatsome will float by your boat. Use the plunger gun to reel in floatsome and acquire various resources. The merchant. The bell on your boat is used for calling the merchant. Once called, he will take some time to arrive and then stop next to you. Use the bell again to dismiss him. Perceptive collectors can find a suspicious merchant on some islands. In exchange for items, he will trade hints for fabled crops and fish. Once found, he will appear on the merchant boat. Animal companion. As you travel through the world, your companion will eventually grow tired and need to rest. Feeding them crops or fish will help resolve some of their restore some of their stamina. Use fabled feed to treat your companion with fabled fish and crops. Each kind strengthens your bond, but only once. After that, they'll still enjoy them as regular food. Yeah, it's like they're giving us all of the tutorial information all at the very beginning of the game instead of when you're doing it. By interacting with your animal companion, you can manage your trip and select your next destination. When your boat arrives on an island, interact with your companion to travel to the shore. They'll also be there to help you return to your boat when you're ready to leave. On the following pages, you'll be... okay, got it. Open mailbox? Welcome to the Tropical Trove Exploration event. Dear Collector, this is a great pleasure to invite you to participate in the annual Tropical Trove Exploration event. As you are probably known, the goal of this event is to rediscover and catalog lost knowledge about all of the crops, fish, and treasure located in the area. To that end, we ask you, a promising collector-to-be, to travel around the Tropical Trove and farm, fish, and explore to your heart's content. Use your collector's compendium to track your discoveries, and if you are invested enough, you might even come across some of the forgotten fabled variants. Isn't that an exciting thought? We wish you the best in your travels. Sincerely, the Collectors Association. Okay, then. I can fish? I got clownfish. Oh. Use the plunger gun? Ah. This is definitely interesting. It's different. Got a flounder. F? Let me pet you. I got the pet! Feed? Let me feed you the clownfish? That didn't look like it did anything. Visit island? Because we're right next to one. Okay. Slowly but surely figuring this out. What the? Well, this is cute. Can I take this? Can I take it? I want it. Well, there's the merchant. Bait recipe for the devil firefish. For surgeon fish. For the butterfly fish. Blueprint for surfboards. Blueprint for tropical bed. Blueprint for a companion's umbrella hat and vampire teeth. That is such an interesting assortment. I got hibiscus. No, it's not out yet, Kiba. Also, welcome into the stream. Yeah, we're just doing demos. This game finally officially got a demo. So I was just like, I gotta check it out. Oh, that was an interesting little clip. Okay, here we go. But you've had it on your Steam wish list for a while? Same. Oh, my inventory is full. Okay. Dig spot. Diggy diggy hole. Oh, you're over here. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to make... Why can't I... There we go. How to make like a planter is also the move mechanic is a little buggy. Aha, show structures. Planter box. Okay, and then we are going to plant some seeds. Oh, I thought I had more. Nope. Okay, never mind. We're going to plant... We're going to water the seeds, because we have to water them every day. Okay, that's the same letter we already read. Okay. Is there a storage chest? Storage. All right. Let's go back onto the island and collect some more. I am honestly not sure what all is available to do in the demo, but we shall find out. Pickaxe. Okay, upgrade required. Cannot open that, apparently. Cannot break that up, apparently. Got it. Oh, oh. I see a treasure. I see a chest. Give me your secrets. I don't want to pick the flower. I want to open the chest. Thank you. Piranha. Surgeon fish. And a red cabbage. Ooh. Red cabbage seeds. Anything else I missed? A bunch of boxes that I want to break open but can't. They're just taunting me. Just sitting there, holding on to their secrets. Never to be open. Also, I want this. I want this archway. It's just so stinking cute. Marv got a marlin. Nice. Let's return to the boat. Plant some seeds. Water my stuff. Do I need to go to the shore and grab water? Or where do I get the water? Is it like, do I need to go to like one of these pools or something? Refill watering can, okay. Ooh. Oh, but my inventory, no, my inventory's not full. What are you? Come on, little buddy. Come in. Give me a piranha. Okay. I would not so happily hold that, but you do you, I guess. Can we go? Thank you. There we go. Transfer all. And let me pet you again, because that's just so cute. And open map. Let's go here. Goodbye, island. Oh, you can actually kind of they pop up out of the ground when they're grown. Oh, that's kind of cute. Oh, no, not you. You. Simple wood. I will take the wood. We're gonna finish catching all these random boxes, and then we're gonna do some fishing. Let's catch some fish. no. Stop it. Yes, be tired. Another clownfish. Ooh, well, you're glowing somewhat red. Are you special? Are you of the special variety? No, you are not of the special variety, but I ranked up in fishing. Perk acquired. Alluring bait. Ooh. Wasn't there another fish around here? Yeah, I was like, something's nibbling. Surgeon fish. Ooh, 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 ooh. What is that? What is that and why is it pretty? Okay, friend needs to sleep some, so we're just gonna fish for a bit. Yes, fish while I fish. Bring me luck. Luck was not had. Ooh, you got a lobster. Come back here. A devil firefish. That just looks like a lionfish. Nope, not you. There we go. The fishing mechanic reminds you of Potion Permit a little. I will take your word for it because I've never played Potion Permit. Oh, and we're on the move again. Ooh, cucumber seeds. How many bags? Just one? Okay. So far, this game is cute. Oh, we got away. Ooh, another fish. I can make a compost bin now. There we go. Ba-da-ba-ba. Let's go ahead and make the compost bin. Or not. How far away are we from where we're supposed to be going? No, we're right there. Okay. Okay, can we go on the island now? Let's catch this stuff first. Needs to be further out. Why is this barrel wrapped in rope? Whatever. Okay, let's see if I can make the compost bin now. I can! Okay, bait maker. I need more wood. Tool bench. I need wood. Water station. I need wood. Okay, so I just need a bunch of wood. Okay. Take me to the island, please. Thank you. Okay, I can't cut down the stumps. Can I break these rocks? No. How do I get to you? Ah. Okay, axe upgrade required. fill my water thing. Let's see, what kind of fish are you? An annoying little persistent fish, aren't you? Aw, you were almost mine. There we go. Oh, a tropical gar. Ooh. Very nice. Here we go. Just every now and then, it does not want to go forward. Yeah, let's build you right here. Upgrade tools. I need more wood and more stone. Okay. I'm not sure how much longer these guys need to grow for. Oh. They were almost done, so. Well, I need to be right back real quick, so let me just BRB screen. I will be back in a moment, so get up, get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, do whatever you need to do, and I shall return shortly. Alright, I have returned. And there we go. Let's go give you some more pets, because you deserve the pets. And let's go here, I guess. So I'm not sure how much longer we're gonna keep playing this one for the demo. It is super cute. But as it says, it's like it is still like super early in development, so there's not entirely all too much to do at the moment. But it is a cute experience so far. And I do like me some creature collector games. If y'all would like to see more of this, like me come back to check out more of the this demo, please do let me know in the Discord server or in the comments of the VOD when I post it on YouTube. You gotta go? Alright, I will talk to you later then. Ooh, bike shopping. Fun.
Drink, bitch.
Alright, I'm drinking. Take a big sippy, everyone. Make sure you're all taking big sippies when I do. Why can't I transfer all? There we go. Let's see. Can I build the water station? No. All right. Well, I think with that, we are going to go ahead and... Does the game autosave? Okay, it does autosave. That's nice. Continue. Okay. So, thank you everybody for joining the stream. Real quick before I leave. Actually, let's quit game. Quit. If that last game seemed interesting to you, that was Collector's Cove, so go check it out. Make sure you wishlist it yourself if you are interested in it at all. But for now, we are going to go ahead and end stream. So thank you everybody for joining stream today. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. As a reminder, next week we will be doing some continuing on in My Time at Portia and also continuing on in Cult of the Lamb. So I hope to see you all there. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. Have a good rest of your day, night, whenever you're watching this. If you are watching the VOD, and have a good rest of your day, those watching live. I will see you all next time, and bye-bye.